Hello everybody, this is Mad Marshman back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program, and today we are going to start work on a space station. We need a space station, so what do we have here? We have a couple of module. Yeah, that looks cool. And one thing that we have to put on our space station everywhere is a clampotronic docking port. Not a lot of point in having a space station if people can't dock to it. While we're in utilities, I think we're going to have some lights. Put symmetry on 4. They can fit there. I'd have thought would have been a good a place as any. Let's put angle lock on. That should help us. Should help us in our quest to make it pretty. Now, if we're going to be stuck in space for a while, we want a battery. 4,000 electric charge. What's that? 400, 100, 200, 1,000. 4,000 battery charge. We will want some control, so we'll want advanced SAS. This is going to be tall. We're going to want some fuel for our rocket controlled steering, our RCS. We'll have a big tank because again we're going to be up there for a little while. Now we want some science up there. I think we're going to have a science bay as standard. But do we want the science bay as standard? Yeah, why not? Let's try and put as much up as we can initially. The SC 9001 Science Junior, yes, but that's small, I think it is. So we want a coupler, a brand adapter, which looks remarkably like a dustbin lid, and knowing these boys, it probably is one. Right, so that's our adapter. More docking ports. Docking ports are good. So we're back to structural. We're already on structural. But structural utility. Utility. Right, these are a pain to fit. Can we put 4 on at once? No, we can't. Right, so we've got to rotate them. You want to go on there nicely, you did. That was handy. You can go... How did that happen? On there. No, you're on back to front. On there. These 4 done. Is that the right way round? That is. This rotate is quite tricky. It's not as plain sailing as you would think it could be. Like much of this game, really. If I rotate, oh no, the whole thing rotates. Right. Do what I want you to do. Why you do this to me? Come on. Got ya. Alright, 4 more docking ports. We've got 5 docking ports now. We need to charge our battery. We'll have a Gigantor XL solar array and we'll have 4 of them. We're on angle lock. We are on angle lock. Right. We want this to do all sorts of fancy things when we get it up there. Structural. I don't know if I'm asking too much of it though, putting it all on at once. We are yet to find out. Flip that over. Yep. That was a bit more friendly that time. Right. We want somewhere where our Kerbals can stay if they come to visit. Hitchhiker storage container, that'll take up to 4 Kerbals. That could be handy for rescue missions, etc. Right, we are getting somewhere now. Right, I think these boys can do some science while they're here. So we'll have a mystery goo container, we'll have 4 of them. In case we want to take some samples. We're just going to load this up and see how much junk we can actually get in space. And we want a comatron, so we can... one of them will do. Transmit some data. Is that... I think that wants to go low down so it doesn't foul whatever's plugged in this port. That's partly why I put this in here, to give it a little bit of length. While we're there, let's see if we can harden this up a little bit. Zoom in. Wrong button, middle button for zoom. We can get that strut on there and on here. Right. I do like the way these build with symmetry mode and angle lock and things. It's all pretty cool. Right. Oh, I didn't want to take you off there. Now that's all going to go horribly wrong. Oh, 1 please. Is that on attached properly? I believe that is. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, fuel. We have no fuel on here yet. We want small fuel tank. Shift and click the ship should allow me to move the whole thing. It does, good. We don't want a particularly powerful engine. 650, them 1500 ones are absolute beasts. 50, that's probably not 30, is that big enough? Oh, that's tiny. 220, that's a big one with not much power. That is what we will have there. Right, hopefully that one little thing, that's the only thing we've got that's not symmetrical, the Comatron satellite thing, so hopefully that will not send us off balance in launch. Right, we've got a little trick here. I'll do it on camera just to show you. So here we have action groups. So if we select our solar panels, and I think we've got all 4, we have, and we have them on custom 1, and we have toggle panels. That should switch. We should be able to extend and retract all them panels with key 1. So now if we go to custom 2 and we select all of our lights, we should be able to toggle the lights on and off. Toggle a light. So we got 1 is the solar panels, 2 is the lights, and I think we'll just right click on anything else we want, because normally you just right click on something if you want it to do something. Right, so I'm going to cut here and stick this on top of a suitably large rocket and see if we can do anything with it. Look at this baby, I've basically built a bomb, I think. The only difference we've done, we got a bit technical in our old age. We have got staged fueling, which is a lot more efficient. This tank will pump into that tank. When this one and that one are empty, they will jettison. This tank will pump into that tank. When they're empty, they will jettison. These tanks will pump into the middle tank, and when they're empty, they will jettison, and we'll just be left with a middle tank full of fuel. That is, of course, relying on the whole thing not shaking to bits and flying apart shortly after leaving the launch pad. So, one thing left. What blithering idiot are we going to get to fly this contraption, especially seeing as we have no parachutes? Look who's signed up. Mr. Gill. Well, Mr. Gill has been playing far too much Minecraft and not doing enough studying, so we're going to send him into space, and he can take all his textbooks with him. James is here as well, Mr. Omen. I don't know what we're going to do with him. I thought about putting him in the hitchhiker storage container to keep Gill happy, but Gill doesn't need to be distracted. Gill needs to revise, so he's going up. So let's get this baby on the launch pad. What time of day is it outside? I don't know if that is actually current with what's going on, but we're about to find out. Well, first of all, we should save this as Kerbal Space Station 1 launcher. And save that and go out onto the launch pad. I think we've got all our staging correctly. What's that? That is not correct. That would have been fatal. These need to go here. That is the struts that hold it to the launch pad. They need to release. All 7 rockets on the bottom fire, and these separate stages should be releasing the canisters as they're empty. Then we separate the space station from the bomb. Then we're flying the space station, and then this is the hitchhiker canister, and that is the command module. Let's go. Here we are on another sunny morning on our Kerbin launch pad, looking at our bomb. There's the space centre in the background. Right, enough of that. SAS on, throttle up. Mr. Gill looks reasonably calm, but he's not going to be now when we hit the button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignite the bomb. Now he's looking a bit more concerned, and so he should be. He's sitting on a bomb being controlled by an idiot. Now 2 of our fuel tanks are draining considerably quicker than the others. They should be burning and refueling the others. And hopefully when I hit the space bar, I don't drop a load of 2 full tanks of fuel and leave the empty ones on there, because I've not tested this. So here we go. These 2 will be empty quite quickly. Maybe do I need more fuel lines? I don't know, because the others don't look like they're refueling as quick as maybe they could. I don't know, I've never used asparagus staging until now. I looked at a tutorial last night. They're gone. And they are gone. Lovely. So the craft should now be lighter. Is it rolling? That is rolling a little. Oh dear, don't roll. Please don't roll, because I won't be able to control you if you roll. I know I won't. There is a button to smooth out the controls, but I'm not sure what they are. I should really pay more attention. Right, we're going to start our gravity turn soon, and that's where it could all go horribly wrong. At about 9 kilometres we want to roll this baby over. So I might put our RCS on now, just to give us a little bit more push. Right. Yeah, we have rolled a little bit already. I'll see if I can bring it back. Could have been fatal. Don't roll. Don't roll. Come back. Please come back. Please come back. 2 more tanks are empty. We'll jettison them. Right. We're rolling again. Don't roll. God, this is a horrible thing to drive. Come back. Come back. Come back. Please come back. I'm not enjoying driving this. Give me my gravity ball back. I need to see what's going on. Right, we're off on a bit of a strange plane, unfortunately. Very strange. Right, let's fly. We got. Whoa! Come back! Come back! Come back! Come back! Don't do that. I'm so tempted to ditch them fuel tanks, but the whole point of the asparagus staging is to to keep as much fuel as possible for as long as possible. But this is such a fight. This is a real fight. Maybe I should have put SAS on the large fuel tanks as well. Come on. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. This is some crazy flying I'm having to do here. I'll never fly on one that's flowing this badly before. I hate to think what kind of orbit we're taking, but we'll have a look in a little while, I'm sure. That's not as bad as it could be. This is... I don't know how I'm holding this. Or not holding it, as the case might be. I'm having to fudge it quite a lot. I'll be glad to get rid of these last tanks, and they're about to go. Gil, look at him, he's looking in the corner there. He's absolutely terrified. He is pooing his pants. Right, we're now out of re-entry orbit. 80. Right, well, we're happy with that. We kill the engines. Gil can go and wipe his bum on some spaced paper. We better sort out a manoeuvre to get this man into an orbit of some sort before we get there, because we're going to be there before you know it. 41, 81, 65, 70, 73, 79 and 112, 80 and 124. I can live with that. There is the space music. We are now in space. We better get our rocket sorted out, because we've got a burn of 1 minute and 45 seconds coming up in 48 seconds. So let's try and get... Oh, I hate this piece of junk. They're so heavy with these fuel tanks on, but I don't even know if we needed to stage them really. We might have been able to use the 6 main tanks to blast us up here. And then use the tank on the actual space station to get us round. Right, so I'm going to throttle up in a minute, because I'm not sure. That's 1 minute 45 seconds. That's a hell of a burn. We are burning. Right, let's have one of these. This is normally an easier view to work in when you're trying to achieve an orbit. God, I nearly hit the space bar then. That would have been fatal. We'd have staged. A rocking and a rolling. Look at Gil. I was pointing at him with my fingers. He's going, shall I EVA him and get him out while we're doing 1,800 metres per second? He might not like that too much. That might rip his ears off. Right, this is lovely. We're getting there. How much fuel? We got plenty of fuel. That's why I brought the big tanks. And like I said, the engines are quite small, but we'll get this orbit just to get a sustainable orbit, and then after that we'll adjust our orbit to something sensible for a space station. Here it comes. So we're nowhere near where we should be. Maybe we should be tracking that blue target. I don't know. Well, I'm hoping this periapsis is going to get higher, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. Let's kill the engine. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Now I'm not sure, like we had a long burn there, I'm not sure if you meant to split the burn half and half. So really we want to, if we want to change the periapsis, we've got to do it at the apoapsis. Add maneuver. Yeah. Really I want about 200, so I might as well try and do it now, I suppose. 188. 198. 201. Getting fussy now, I'm not good enough to get fussy. 199. 199. The thing is, that's not going to happen when I do it. So I'm not that good. Just over 200. That is assuming that we're going to get past the periapsis without doing a re-entry. Let's have a bit of warp speed. See what happens. It's not going to warp us any faster than that because we are losing altitude, which is not good. What's going on? No, we're still gaining altitude. Okay, let's point in the direction of travel. Oh, that's really responsive now. Well, how come it's so responsive now? Gilly's getting a bit panicky. Good old boy. We got a lovely plane. Let's zoom in. 7-second burn. Come on. Warp me, baby. I ain't gonna let us warp any faster. Why can we not warp quicker than ×4? Is it because we're that close to the planet, probably? Right, I'm going to cut back when we get there then. I'm not going to force you to sit and watch me trundle round here. Here we come, approaching our apoapsis. Let's get it slowed down, because we've got a minute to go and I've not even got my craft lined up yet. So at least let's get her pointing the right way, shall we? Bit dark. So this is where I'm not sure. I really should pay more attention and go and read some wikis and things, but I don't normally do that. Should I be on the blue target? I know the yellow target is direction of travel. Is the blue target? Well, let's try it. Should we be brave? Should we be brave and go against what we normally do and try the blue target? It's very dark out here. Once, hopefully we'll get a decent orbit sorted out, and then I'll get us facing the bright side of the mun or the moon or whatever you want to call it. It's called mun in the game, but it's clearly meant to represent the moon. Right, we're going to throttle up. Should we go for 3 seconds either side? Node in. No, we're going to go for 0. Throttle up now. Periapsis going nicely. Stop. 196. And this one is 349. So we get rid of this. So the cheapest place to burn fuel apparently is at the periapsis, because we're going down the hill. So they say this is 196 and this is 349. So I know this is space and there is no uphill and downhill, but this is down the hill and this is up the hill. So the cheapest place to burn fuel is at the periapsis, at the bottom of the hill, because you're already going fast. Or you're going faster. So if we retrograde, which is throttle against the direction of travel. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go back a bit. And we're getting out of control now. And I can't read anything because they're overlapping. Right, ideally we want them both at about 200. Bit of faffing around, I know, but this is a space station and we want a good orbit. Let's 198, I can barely read that one. 216, what do you say? I hate it when they overlap like that. If we zoom and we might be able to get them further apart. That's still 196. Because I'm right on the periapsis, I think. 210, 196, 203, 196, 196. That's not going to change, that one. It probably will when I burn, because I'll do it all wrong. 198, 196. Oop. So I spent all this time getting it spot on, and that's just not going to be like that. Whoa, 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 accidentally hitting the buttons. Right, let's go for 3 kilometers out we can live with. T minus 56 seconds. We're pretty much lined up for the burn. 45 seconds. Woo. What's going on? What's going on? I'm driving like an idiot again. Come on, come back. Come back for me. Come back. I should just dump the fuel, really, because we got more than enough fuel in the space station to manoeuvre. It's the whole point of putting it in there. But we're going to save as much of that as we can for future missions when we maybe want to dock with it. So this time we're going to do 3 seconds either side of the node. Now. Right, what have we got? 195, 199. In my eyes, perfection has been achieved. So we're going to jettison that. Go away. That'll be floating around now and probably crash into us at a later date. Right, so we have on our space station, we've sorted out. Let's get rid of all the nastiness. So if I hit 1, our solar panel should unfurl. Now that's nice, isn't it? And if I hit 2, all the lights should come on so we can see them unfurl. This is our science centre. I think it is. Oh yeah, we need the HUD up to observe the science bay. Yeah, there's all the science going on. So we can send a message back. Look. Isn't that nice? Satellite dish come out, observe some goo. Gil is so happy that he's doing some science. We'll send that back. Oh, that's a better view of the satellite dish. I'm going to get the dish out once more, just because I want a screenshot with it out. There we go, screenshot done. So I think that's it. I think we yeah, we've done the mystery goo. Dun dun dun. One small step. There he is, look, hanging on. Go on, Gil. You'll cling on with your teeth if you have to, son. We better have a screenshot. I'm going to put you back in because we're not quite ready for an EVA yet. Oh, there's our space junk floating away from us. Seriously, we've probably got enough fuel to orbit this round the moon, but I want a space station around Kerbin. And we've got 5 docking ports on this, 1 on the top of the command module, 4 around here, so we're going to try and build some more modules. And hopefully Yeah, our solar panels are working, our electric, even though we've got the lights on, the electric isn't going down. We've got loads of RCS fuel. We've got a full tank here, we never even used this. So this will help us manoeuvre and things. Maybe avoid this when it comes round. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Gil's in there, he can do his homework now and not play Minecraft. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.